morning. How are you? Welcome to the Table Talk podcast with Bob Colbert. I'm your host, Bob Colbert. I'm not dressed in my Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of a dress. Today's podcast is going to be uniquely different. Today I purport or hopeful to try to explain how the YouTube algorithm works. And if you're not familiar with YouTube, it's a social media platform in which there are literally millions of people that post videos, both short form and long form, onto this platform. I'm one of those. I have 11 channels currently in operation. So I am going to try to explain the YouTube algorithm today. For a start, there's one thing you have to kind of understand is why are you wanting to be on the YouTube platform? Well, in my case, I was curious at first about it, and as an engineer, I wanted to know how things work. So I started playing with it. So this was about 7 or 8 years ago, and I thought it was a novel thing. And so I was trying to learn how to use it and getting a lot of feedback. Sorry. So I was trying to learn how to use it, and I did. Um, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. And so I was trying to learn how to use it, and I enjoyed it. Now, as I'm getting close to retirement, I wanted to figure out how to monetize the channel. So I found it very cumbersome to try to incorporate everything into one channel. So I kind of went hog wild and created 11 channels. So that's what we have in operation. So I'll go ahead and start by showing the first. Okay, just check this. I just want to check each one. All right. All right. So what I'll do is I'll pull up this and I'm going to go to the full face cam. I'm going to turn my video off so that you won't see me so you can see me, but you should be hear me, hopefully. So the YouTube algorithm influence parameters, qualifiers, that's the technical name for it. These are some additional links that you could go to. I could put this into the description. Now, the first thing to realize is certainly the YouTube algorithm is a complex system that determines which videos are recommended to users based on various factors or qualifiers. And here are some of the key parameters that influence the YouTube algorithm. So the number one is relevance. So let me go ahead. Relevance. So YouTube's search algorithm prioritizes relevance of the video, tries to match factors like video titles, tags, content, and descriptions to users that find these videos through search queries. And then you want to ensure that your video metadata, which are the titles, tags, and descriptions, accurately reflect content, and that's crucial. So the second parameter of importance is engagement metrics. So signals such as watch time, watch percentage, your likes, your comments, and the shares do play a significant role in how videos are ranked. Longer watch times and higher engagement contribute positively to your visibility. So going back to the first one on relevance, today I'm going to kind of concentrate on the titles, the video title, the relevance of that. But before I do that, I'll finish up these qualifiers or parameters of importance. And remember, these are the parameters that the YouTube algorithm follows generally. So the video quality is of importance. The higher the quality of video tends to perform better. Well, that would make sense. So if you had a 360 pixel video where it's very flickery or pixely and you can't really see it, it's blurry, people will pretty much turn those off and go to the 4K or 1080p type thing. So that kind of makes sense. You would want a high quality resolution, and factors like resolution, production value, and overall viewer experience does impact how the algorithm perceives your content. Number 4 is your user behavior. So YouTube considers how viewers interact with your videos. This would be metrics like click-through rate, average view duration, and viewer satisfaction. All these influence your video's ranking. 5 is your upload frequency. Now this is very important, and I found this makes a lot of sense. You have, if you're planning to be a social media influencer or a videographer or manage a YouTube video channel, it's very important that you upload videos in a consistent manner, regular basis, particularly paying attention to when your audience is actually watching or viewing YouTube. And there's ways to find out when or where in the world, particular viewer sets. Let's just say Europe. They're obviously from the time change, they have a different viewer schedule than those in the United States. So if you're in China or Australia or in America or in Latin America or South America, Africa, you've got to be cognizant of when your audience is actually watching. Now, if you have multiple channels and you have a global audience, it's very difficult to ideally time when you post videos. So in that case, you just want to be consistent so that your viewers can find you knowing your release schedule. And you can also post it in the headline up on your channel when you post, like every week or every Friday or whatever. So that would be very helpful. That provides visibility to your audience so that they can engage with your channel. Okay? And that's important. And finally, 6 are keywords and tags. I actually found this not to be that important, but it could be. I just haven't experienced that myself, but it's good to go ahead and post it. I will say this: don't put your tags in the description. That's called tag mining or tag farming, and YouTube organization doesn't like that. So if you're trying to get your tag or channels monetized, put your tags and keywords where they belong in the keyword tag section. Don't populate those into your description page. Leave that for the description of your video. Okay? That's important. Also, be very well aware of copyright law. I would highly recommend studying that to the nth degree about copyright, copyrighted media, and the use of those into your video and stuff. So YouTube allows 3 strikes, copyright strikes, and if you do get a strike, you'll probably be invited to attend or watch a video on copyright law and practices and stuff, and acknowledge that to YouTube that you took that, or else you can find your channel deleted. That would be bad. And like I said, you got 3 copyright strikes. Now, I will say it's very difficult. And by the way, YouTube has music, a music library available, and it's very good. I recommend that. But sometimes some of that music isn't what viewers are listening to. And so I particularly use the SoundCloud, and there are videos, I mean not video, but music and such, as well as Vimeo, Vimeo, for videos that, depending on the CC or creative license, you really need to pay important attention to that. Typically, you can use like the CC0, which is public domain, CC by SA, CC by, and there's some others. But in all of those cases, you need to put in your description the video title and credit the original author. That's very important. And as far as music on SoundCloud or other, you can download some music, but you need to determine if it's copyrighted or if the owner of the music allows the music to be played on the social platform, in this particular YouTube. But you'd have to do it for Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. So that's important. All right. So I think we've kind of covered that. So I'm going to go and show you one of my videos on one of my channels. It's called Only Travel. Okay, So the reason I didn't let you watch the whole thing, if you'll notice, it's 17 minutes long. So anywho, this is the title that I chose. Mind-blowing, great music, Ibiza Deep House. And you'll notice I did use some tags, keyword tags right there. And the hashtag allows it to be blue, and you can search for it on YouTube or in the internet. Now, this has so far received 9 views, but I posted it 4 hours ago, just 4 hours. So it takes a while to kind of get it going. Don't expect your videos to immediately just go viral. It does take some time because people have to search for it, or the YouTube has to suggest the videos, place it out there for people to find you. And then, of course, if you have a viewer base, in this particular case, I have right here, and on this channel, 421 subscribers. So anyway, so here's another video that I posted 17 hours ago. It's also on the same channel. It's right now got 894 views, and it's kind of got a views per hour, 59 views per hour. Now, this was a previous video that I had chosen. This was the title that I used for it. Best Ibiza Deep House Music, Stingatilia, relaxing music, things like that. And that was 13 days ago, and it's only gotten 84 views. Well, I mean, if you look at the two videos, I mean, they're similar. Obviously, one's black and white. Obviously, one's color. But I don't think the color or the black and white is the issue, because I've had similar response on the black and white videos. I think, in my mind, it's more into the title and the ability to find it. So, yeah. So, there you go. Mind-blowing, great music, tropical Ibiza Deep House. So let me go back here and see if I can get the headline. So when you look at the title of a video, apparently there's been some research and talking about the beginning and ending words. So it's been determined through research, most readers or viewers only look at the first and last 3 words of a headline or title before deciding whether to click. So if you look, I have a connected word, mind-blowing, so that would constitute 1 word, 2 words, great, and lastly, music. So this is kind of initiating an emotional response and kind of telling you what it is. So it's like super mind-blowing, OMG, and it's great. Of course, it's always your opinion, but it's music. See, that's kind of the key right here is that it's music. And then in the last 3 words, it's more genre, what type of music, which is important. But this is the first 3 is really what the viewers key in on. Okay. And when they decide to click, it's based on probably mostly that, the first three words. And then they just casually glance quickly before they click to see what genre is or whatever you have there. Okay. Now, all of this is my opinion, but it's based on my experience. So, okay. So, a video's title summarizes what your entire video is about. That's why YouTube and other search engines put so much weight on the keywords you use in your title. They play a significant role in helping people decide whether the video is worth watching or not. It is more than just heading or the context of the video. So when you're looking at the video, it's important to have a visual image. We'll call that a thumbnail. That we'll talk about that at another time. But your thumbnail should kind of show what it is. So in my case, we'll go full cam. In my case, I'm showing that it's kind of a tropical. You might get the idea of a bar or some kind of a fun place, and a beautiful girl, and deep house music, and you might could put your logo in there, which I did. Okay. And so that is, to me, a very attractive thumbnail or visual imagery that you can put in there. Okay. And I highly recommend thumbnails. This is also good on the right, black and white. It's very simple. Beautiful woman, black and white, no distraction, and deep house, relax. So it's relaxing music. You're telling them that it's music in your title. So now the difference, in my opinion, between 894 and 84, I think has to do with the emotional. Right here, mind blowing, great. Okay. All right. So going back to the studio, we'll go to tape. Hello. I had clicked the mic off. Sorry about that. So it's very important in your video title for views on a social media channel for several reasons. This very is critically important, the title. So you want it to stand out. With the vast amount of video content available online, a strong title helps your video stand out. Without an attention grabbing title, your video might get lost in the sea of content that you see when you're scrolling. Also, first impressions, uh, the title is often the first thing viewers see. It plays a significant role in helping people decide whether the video is worth watching. Even if you've done everything else right, a lackluster title can make it difficult to get people to click on your video. The search engine optimization, best known as the SEO research, search engine optimization, SEO, search engines like YouTube prioritize keywords used in video titles. And that's why I have those three tags on the right side of the title, because that's the first that they would see. So it's essential to choose relevant keywords that resonate with your target audience. Uh, And then, lastly, engagement. A catchy title encourages more clicks, which in turn leads to higher views. When viewers find your title intriguing, they're more likely to watch the video and engage with your content. Remember that while views are essential, engagement metrics such as likes, comments, and shares also matters. If you're aiming for a deeper connection with your audience, consider both views and engagement. Ultimately, a compelling video title sets the stage for your content and entices viewers to click and watch. So, investment time in crafting attention grabbing titles for your social media videos is important. But I would caution one thing is there's goodness when you have a catchy title, but there's not so goodness if you're using clickbait techniques like a beautiful woman clad in a bikini, but then you're showing when there's a video behind that, there's no woman. It's something totally different, you know? So in the clickbait thumbnail that you're doing, you're giving the impression, and a strong one, that the video contains this or that. But when they actually click on the video, it's quite different. I would recommend not doing that because ultimately I believe it hurts your channel to do that. So definitely we consider not doing that. All right. So when I did mine, before I do this, let me go back. Let me go back to the full face camera. And what I'll do is I'll minimize this, and I'll minimize that, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna scroll up. So what I did, I went out on the internet and I searched best how to find the best video title on there, and it gave me a selection of several. I don't know if I still have that. Let's see. No, I don't apparently have that on there. But anyway, I found this free headline analyzer tool, and it really helped me. Now, this is my second go around right here. In the original one, I had this. Yeah. In the original video, I had put this bass, travel, Ibiza, deep house music with that. And I thought that was pretty good. Pretty good. But it wasn't really kicking butt, if you get my drift. So what I did is I went back and I changed it based on that recommendation. Mind blowing, great music, Ibiza deep house. I went with this and stuff. So when I put the new title back in here and analyze, this is what I got. So in the original one, best Tesla Ibiza deep house, I got 55, and then I got on the next one, great music. I mean, mind-blowing great music. Tropical music. Deep House, 77 out of 100. Very good. And it says in this your headline results overall site score, a very good score is between 60 and 80. Here I had 77. It's pretty close to 80. So for best results, you should strive for above 70 and above. Very good. So that's exactly what I did. So, and I believe I can credit that for going from like 84 to 894. So these were kind of the metrics that it gave me. It said character count was good. Your headliner title should be about 55 characters long with display in full, you know. Your headline has the right amount of words, you know, the 3 words and the other 3 words, because they're looking for the first 3 words and the last 3 words. And the sentiment or emotion was positive and not, it wasn't neutral or negative. So, yeah, so I did that. And it gave me a good score. So now, see if I can go to, I'm going to go only switch count to only AI. And I'm going to go here. Now, this is the current. Where'd it go? Oh. Oh, I'm going to have to show it in 2 pieces. Sorry. So, this is my only AI account right here. There's the only AI. And looking at it, it says your channel has gotten 3,721 views in the last 28 days. It's gotten 3,700 views, 180.4 watch time hours, and 8 subscribers. It's 100% more than the previous 28 days, 8% more than the previous 28, about the same as usual. So when you look, hold up, I gotta work this. I'll have to lower this. Well, I was trying to show you. Oh, there it is. So you can tell what this means is the video postings. So you got to realize I'm kind of posting once a week, roughly. So, and you can tell looking here is that after I post it, you get this spike. But then over the next few days till you post again, you know, it kind of wanes down. So right here, what you're seeing on April 13th, that was a video that looked the same as far as the picture thumbnail, but the title wasn't really that catchy as compared to the previous video and the latest. Well, the latest video right there, you see it's higher than even the previous on April the 4th peak. And that is due strictly to a better title. So you can kind of see how important it is. And you can also see how important it is to post. So, in theory, what you need to do is when you start seeing from the bottom of the peak, as it ramps down, what you need to do as it continues to ramp, you need to keep that line level or always going up. Okay? So, I would say that first line after the peak on April 4, as you go down, that inflection point, the first one, that theoretically should be a time where you post a new video. So let's just call that day April the 6th. Okay. So 2 days later, I probably should post another video in order to keep that line up or always going up instead of it sloping down. So that's a little work that I have to work out. I need more time to post content. So yeah. The other thing is this, your average view duration. Okay? And you can tell it varies. So if you look at the titles, they all look pretty good. But what attracts me more is the color and the thumbnail more so than the bottom two. But if you notice the view duration, so the average view duration is also important. So if you look on the April 4 video, the average view duration was 1 minute and 45 seconds, or 29.3%. Okay. In my most recent upload, it's a little bit better. It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds on April 26th at 12%. But you'll also notice on number 3, the average view duration was 7 minutes and 15 seconds. That means people were watching that video exclusively for 7 minutes, 15 seconds, or 113.8%. That right there is what builds your watch time hours, which is very important. Okay? Very important. So if on the video number 3, I believe if I had a better thumbnail picture and that duration, I think I would have done better on it. Okay. The same here. The time duration viewing was 349 for that, 320 for that one. Those had black and white instead of the clicky thing. But then you notice kind of a mix on number 6. So the average view duration was 2 minutes 57 seconds, but it had a nice title. So it's still, it's not consistent, but I think one of your methods that you have to earn, you've got to get monetized. You have to have a minimum of 3,000 watch time hours on the long form video, and then you'll continue to grow to the 4,000 watch time hours to get a little bit more better monetization. All right. Well, what I'll do is look at studio. I'll turn this off, and the video's getting a little long. So what I'll do is I'll call it a day for this. and maybe next week talk a little bit more about the YouTube algorithm. So I'm going to call it a close for today. And wherever you are, I hope you have a great day. And we'll see you later. See you next week, my friends. Please watch us, like the videos, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Really would appreciate that. Take care, my friends.
What you do, you want to me, but I can't let it go so easily. Until I see what it could be eternity or just a week. We know our chemistry.